to make sense of Ottoman archiving system. At the end, it is aimed to take notice on and emphasize the significance of Ottoman archives. In this presentation, the physical details about the Ottoman archives will be left out for better time management concerns, although they obviously need to be described. A brief history of archives. In today's world, knowledge is accepted to be more valuable than other constituents of production, including land and capital. Understanding the value of knowledge is generally attributed to the last quarter of 20th century. However, even the people of ancient centuries deemed knowledge a precious commodity. The importance of knowledge was not an alien idea for medieval Turks. Numerous accounts of literature can be found philosophizing about the importance of knowledge. For instance, Prof.Dr. One of the oldest texts of Turkish literature is full of metaphors about the value of knowledge. Historians also pointed out the importance of record keeping in pre-Ottoman Turkish states such as Uyghurs, Karahanlys, İlhanlys, and Seljuks. However, one of the archival collections, except Ottoman archives, were able to survive. Because of this, Ottoman archives, which contain more than 100 million pieces of documents and notebooks, 100 million pieces of documents and notebooks, are an invaluable source of information for historians. In reality, as Mehmet Genç once noted, Ottoman archives are the sole and single sources for these historians of all Muslim countries. Naturally, they also promise to illuminate the histories of many European countries, particularly the Balkan countries. Although many people associate knowledge management with information technologies, it is both much more than information technologies and independent of it. Knowledge management involves various levels of knowledge building, knowledge types, and people management. Additionally, to develop a knowledge management system, computers are useful but not indispensable tools. It is generally accepted that inside an organization, two types of knowledge can be found: explicit and tacit knowledge. Knowledge building process works between these two types of knowledge. While explicit knowledge needs to be converted into both tacit knowledge and another explicit knowledge. Tacit knowledge is also needed to be converted into explicit knowledge and another tacit knowledge. In this respect, storing knowledge is determining. It wouldn't be possible to build a knowledge base without storing information through some means. A leading critic of the technological approach to knowledge management, to Davenport, noted that this confusion is related to the emphasis put on the importance of codification. Information technologies are useful for this purpose, but this utility value of information technology leads some people to regard it as the equivalent of knowledge management. Although it is certain that information technology and knowledge management are separate concepts, they are strongly intertwined each other. Of course, there exists various functions of IT, but the ultimate function of it in knowledge management process is preserving and codifying the function. However, preserving and qualifying information before digital age wasn't impossible. Among numerous means of preserving data and information, keeping archival records was prevalent on dating back to very old ages. Hence, it can be straightforwardly concluded that knowledge management was implemented also in the past, although it has been conceptualized recently. As stated, Ottoman archives are important particularly for historians since they shed light on the past. Thanks to the archives we obtain incredible amount of information otherwise. It would be impossible to have a minuscule amount of idea. At this point, it would be meaningful to question the reason why Ottomans kept such lengthy papers. Was it because they wanted the historians in the future could know whatever happened in the past? Or they had something else in their mind? Bureaucratic rationale. Certainly a central characteristic of bureaucratic structure is a well-kept record system. For it is critical for ensuring the continuity of the organizations. They can be used to identify, apprise, preserve, and make available documentary materials of long-term value to the public. Archives resources can also be used for evaluating the accountability of individual institutions. By preserving the public records and making them available for legal and ethical questioning. Furthermore, archives resources are preserved for public good as well as the memory institutions for a culture. Knowledge management rationale. In terms of knowledge management, archive resources are instrumental from three perspectives. First, archives are the only way to accumulate knowledge. Second, organizations can share and distribute the knowledge among their members through them. Lastly, the knowledge in archives is utilized for various purposes, including for building strategies. Some researchers consider these perspectives also as the process of knowledge management itself. For a contemporary organization, knowledge management may yield numerous benefits, all of which can be articulated shortly under the catchphrase of competitive advantage. Among others, two benefits of knowledge management are particularly definite: reducing the cost of operations and improving customer service. Ottoman's rationale. According to the information provided in an encyclopedia, records indicate the idea of keeping an archive in form of regulated notebooks existed even in the foundation years of the empire. This idea is related to various reasons by historians who examined the orders of maintaining and preserving such notebooks. It is asserted that Ottomans kept those books for protecting the law and rights and for they respected the written materials religiously. The first basis overlaps with the second rationale of knowledge management, namely better customer service. This fact should give us an idea about how a state can last longer. Although the word citizen didn't exist then, it is understood that the founders of Ottoman Empire had a vision of serving the people. The motto from the 1st century of Ottoman summarized his vision eloquently: let human beings live so that the state can live. Result. Although we can exactly know what administrators of the empire had in their mind. It can be presumed that they had a strategic vision value, at least the accumulation of knowledge. In this sense, the word of accumulation alone is open to question. Those who had built such a great empire shouldn't be expected to be thoughtless and short-sighted. Thus, we can suppose that they accumulated each single piece of knowledge for utilizing them somehow. Their achievements couldn't be the results of haphazard decisions. When might, in Turkish might, güç, expansiveness and duration of Ottoman Empire is considered, their decision's quality should be appreciated. A decision's quality can't be independent of the reliability of the data used in forming it. From this point of view, Ottoman's devotion of keeping record of anything could be more meaningful. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Karadal, for your presentations. Is there any question about the presentation?
Yeah, thanks for your presentation. It's somewhat on the margin of your main points, but I'm sure you are familiar with how accessible is, generally speaking, so I mean my questions are rather general. How accessible is that huge rich material from Ottoman's archives? And also, I mean, how accessible are they for non-Turkish speakers, meaning in translations, maybe, to English or some other languages? Are they accessible online? And then more specifically, material of Ottoman Empire from in this region.
I study management and organization. Only historians are interested in Ottoman archives. But when we see the Ottoman archives, there are very important ideas, interesting management. Because of this, it is important. Another studies, only historians is interested, but we have to interest in archive, maybe management and another sociology is important. Ottoman archives.
Okay. You have any questions? Thank you. Thank you so much. Next presenters.